Hi guys, I'm Myra Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, for those of you who have been sticking around for a while and watching my videos, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You know I do. And those of you who are joining me just now, new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you come back for more. Now, in today's video, I want to talk to you about, yes, another hashtag SewTwinning project. Now, this one I'm actually doing with the beautiful Natita from Sew Natural Dane. You guys know that a few days ago I did one with the beautiful T from Crumpets Tea and Sewing. Now, this challenge is actually hosted, and I'll list the host here for your benefit, by four lovely ladies. And it's an Instagram challenge, and you just use the hashtag SewTwinning. And it's basically, you know, two sewists getting together and collaborating on a fabric that they're going to select and sew. And they can sew anything that they want, but both use the same fabric. And we're actually working with the fabric alone. So I'm going to do this with Natita, and it has been really fun and challenging too. And you'll see why. You just have to stay tuned to see why. Okay, let me tell you about the fabric. Natita and I were together in South Florida a little while ago, and we went shopping. Unfortunately, we went on a Sunday and all the stores were closed except one, and the one we went in was a little pricey, so I didn't get to get any fabric. So I had to leave, I think, a couple days before Natita did. So on her last day, she decided to go back to one of the stores that was open we did not get to go into, and she found this fabric. And she texted me back and forth. We were texting back and forth, but this one particular fabric we both agreed on, and it's beautiful because of the print. Love, love, love the print. So that's how I got the fabric. Now, thinking about the fabric, that's when I decided, because this fabric has such a bold print, bold graphic print on it, I decided to go simple. Because when you have bold prints, a lot of times a lot of details don't show up. So that's why I decided to go simple. I selected this McCall's 7944, and I selected this one right here, View A. It's just a simple V-neck. It's short. I'll bring up another picture of it here. It's just a simple V-neck shirt dress, and more like a shift, and absolutely love it. I fell in love as soon as I saw the pattern. And I'm glad I did, because it worked very well with this bold print. Now let me slide the dress over here. I have it here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about it. Here's the fabric. That fabric is such a bold print. It's non-directional, I think, only if you turn it vertical. If you turn it vertical, yes, it does look different. It looks more like a stripe. But the actual fabric was meant to be cut horizontal, and we know you can cut it any way you want, but I decided to cut it the way it was intended. And I actually love this fabric. The only problem is that the fabric is definitely polyester. It has a lot more. It may have something else in it, but it's more on the polyester. So for me, it's a little hot for Florida. But because I made the simple V-neck shift dress, it's going to work for me. I love this on me. It is very easy to sew because it's only very few pieces at the front, the back, and then the facings. There's the facing for the back and the facing for the front, which includes all the way down to the hem. And it's just above my knees. So let me tell you about this dress. When I was sewing it, everything went together well, but there was a little bit of a problem. I actually decided to go by the finished garment measurements. I checked it against the actual pattern measurements and the finished garment measurements, and I decided to go with that. This pattern does run a little small to me. That's what I think, because usually those of you who know, have been watching me for a while, you know when I make a knit, I go down a size to a 10, and when it's woven, I go up a size to 12. Well, that's what I decided to do in this, and that's because I took the pattern pieces out and fitted them against my body just to make sure that that dart, because there's an actual bust dart here and then there's fisheye darts as well. Both there's fisheye darts in the back as well. And because of that, it looked like it was in the right placement for me. So I felt really comfortable in doing the size 12. I didn't do a muslin. I know, fabric, hours away from me. No way to get it again if it was even available. I should have, excuse me, but I didn't. And that turned out to be a huge mistake, because when I put this on, I didn't, when I put the pattern, fitted the pattern piece on me, I didn't take into consideration the overlap of the buttons, the way it overlaps in the front. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's an overlap there in the front. I didn't take that into consideration, and I couldn't even get it that close to myself. I wanted to cry. I seriously, even thinking about it now, it's like, oh my gosh, Myra, how stupid. Wow. But so I thought very quickly. I did get enough fabric. Thank goodness I told Tita to get me enough fabric, because I looked at the scraps that I had left, and I had enough to cut another back piece. So that's what I decided to do. I cut another back piece up a size in a 14, and then I made very small, as small as I could, because there are inseam pockets. As small as I could, seam allowances. I sewed them very small. And the dress fit me, but it fits me a little bit snugger than I want. It's not too tight, but it's a little bit snugger than I would like. So what I'm going to do is roll some pictures of me in it so that you can see while I'm talking about it. It does fit my body, but I just would like this particular dress to fit a little bit looser. I don't think it should be so snug where the pockets actually open up, and that's one of my biggest issues with the way it looks. Is it comfortable? Yes, it is, but this is not an eating dress. I will not be able to go out and stuff myself in this dress at all. That would not be a good look. But it is definitely, when I am not doing that, it's definitely a good dress to wear, especially running errands. I could throw in some sandals, and I mean, it is a perfect dress. It truly is. I like it for that reason. So the other thing that you can see in the pictures, I'll bring up the envelope picture again, and you notice on the picture of the model, the dress tends to go, tapers in towards her knees, the hem of the dress, just very ever so slightly. Now on mine, if you look at me and my pictures, it actually angles out a little bit. Well, not angles out, but it's more straight. It doesn't have that little taper, and that's what I want with this dress. I'm not sure if that's the way it was supposed to look. I don't know, but that's the way I want mine to look. I want it to taper in just ever so slightly. So that will be a change that I will do the next time I make this. And yes, I will be making this dress again. The other thing that I would like to do is, it's a little bit, the V-neck is a little bit slow. V-neck is a little bit low for me in the front. So I'm going to bring it up just very slightly, just about a ½ inch or so. And I'm just going to do that by my method that I like to do, with slitting the pattern piece right across here and then overlapping them just about a ½ inch. That way it won't bother the side dart, the bust dart, or the fisheye dart for me. The placement won't be, excuse me, I don't know what's going on. I probably need water, but it won't, I won't have to fuss with the dart if I do that. So those are the two and only two things that I will do the next time that I make this dress. Now I want you to hold on for a minute, because I want to take it off and show you what the facings look like on the inside, because this worked out beautifully the way they put it together. So hold on just a moment. Okay, now that I got it off the mannequin, I want to turn it inside out and let you see what the facings look like. They are full piece facings. That is the back, and I just serged the edges. And it's so neat because they have you understitch it, which makes it lay beautifully. And it's the same thing with the front. It has the front piece facing here. Let me turn around so you can see that. It has the front piece facing there that goes all the way down to the hem. and they join nicely right there. And because of the top stitching, you notice how the facing lays very nicely. That's because they have you top stitch it, and I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can bring it in. There you go. It is top stitched all the way around the back and the front, all the way down. Can you see that? There we go. And it's top stitched all the way down, even the front. So that facing stays in place and you never have to worry about it rolling out. I mean, this dress is just beautiful. It goes together very nicely. And as you can see there, it just looks beautiful. I love this print. But that's it for this dress. Now what I want to do is show you pictures of Natita and I side by side in our outfits, and you have to run over to Natita's channel and look at her how she created her garment as well. I'm sure you're gonna have fun over there by Natita's. I do. I love watching her channel. You always get some good tidbits over there. I will link her information down below so that you could quickly go over to that particular post to see how she came about her creation. So that's it, you guys, for this video, and I hope to see you in another video. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up when you leave, comment so we can keep that conversation going, and subscribe, and I sure hope you would like to. See you in the next video. Bye now. Happy sewing.